Hello, beautiful souls. So, in this video, we are going to talk about how to do shadow work. So, before starting that, I just want to repeat that there is no one way of doing shadow work. There are a number of ways, and in this video, I'll be sharing my way of doing shadow work. Yeah. So, let's talk about it. So, there are a number of ways of doing shadow work. These are Reiki, guided meditation, professionals, journaling, and talking. So, first, let's start with Reiki. So, Reiki is an energy healing, and you can obviously approach a Reiki master, or there are videos on YouTube which you can play, and they provide you a channel to release and transmute your energies. So, there is a Reiki channel which I follow, which is Divine White Light. Yeah, so I follow that channel. You can you can search it on YouTube. Yeah. The next thing is guided meditation. So again, there are a number of guided meditations which can help you with releasing past life regressions, inner child healing, or if you are holding that resentment towards someone, there are a number of guided meditations out there. Now the channel I use for this is Unlock Your Life. And the another channel which I use, which is mostly I use for chakra meditation, so that is Meditative Mind. So these guided meditations help you to release the guilt. Now I talked about this chakra meditation. Now this chakra meditation, when you are working with your root chakra, it there is a meditation which is about releasing this guilt. So yeah, that's why I mentioned this one too. So you can, search this channel. It's Unlock Your Life and Meditative Mind. Now next is professional. I have never worked with the professional, but I believe that they are called professional for a reason, and you can approach them. And if you have, the resources, and again, if you think that you need someone support for doing the healing work, or you are just starting on your journey and you does not know where to start, so you can approach them. Yeah. The next thing is journaling and talking. So basically both these methods are the same. The only difference is the medium. So if you need a medium, like our mind has this mind need this medium where it can associate it with, so it can feel that it has done some work. Like when you are journaling, you have this diary where you can look back on and see that, okay, this is how much healing I have done. Yeah, so that you can use the journaling method if you need that sense of doing from your mind. Now the talking, so if you does not need that sense of doing from your mind, then you can use the talking method. Yeah. So let's start with journaling. So basically for journaling, we need a diary, pen, or even you can use a random paper. So here we are going to write down a letter. So what I do is, uh, suppose there is a situation which triggered me, or there is a wound and there is a situation which I want to go back on to heal it, I start writing a letter. Now I start the letter by saying that this was the situation and this was how I felt. So I write it down that, so this thing, a situation happened and I'm feeling really angry. That's how I start the letter, right? So I start this letter, and then I'm going to start writing how I feel about this situation, what my perspective on that situation is, how things went, what went wrong, what went right, what could I have done better, what was my part in that, what I did wrong, and I write everything which I can think of in that moment. So I just write all these things, and after writing this, we end it with an intention. So we end it like, say, so yeah, this is what happened, and now I wish to release this situation, and I I wish to learn what I am supposed to learn from it and transmute it and alchemize the situation. Yeah, so that's how we end the letter. Now, if you are wondering how this works, so it works in the way that similar to the method of manifestation works. Now, when you are manifesting, you write these letters. So for the thing you want to manifest, similarly here we are using this method. But the only difference is that you're not manifesting a situation, a materialistic thing or a person. You are manifesting transmutation, alchemization of the situation. That's what you are manifesting through this method. So yeah, it works mainly same as the manifestation technique works, but here we are manifesting the healing. So yeah, now I also want to talk about that sometimes it happens that we write a letter, right? And in the subsequent letter, like we write a first letter and then a door of alchemization opens in that way, and we get a perspective on that situation, and we go back to that situation again and we view it from a different angle. Now when we view it from different perspective, we see that we did something wrong, we were at wrong, or we think that the another person did wrong and we wish that they apologize to us. Now, most of the time, the another person would not accept their mistake, or most of the time, we are not comfortable in asking for apology, or we think that the another person would not take it in a positive way. Yeah. So for that, we do one more thing. In our second letter or the subsequent letter, with writing this normal letter, we write a letter to that person for asking for that forgiveness or whatever we want to. So we write it by saying that I wish to connect to the higher self of this person. And then we explain that what the situation is from our perspective, what was their role. And now, since all these things happened, you can end it with saying that I ask for your forgiveness, or you can say that I wish to forgive you for whatever happened. Yeah. So that's how we write this letter to that person. Now, there are two doubts you may have. Firstly, when you are writing this to the higher self of that person, you might think that that person is toxic and you does not want to connect to that person energetically. So when you are writing this letter and when you are calling on the higher self, you're not connecting with the actual person. You are connecting with the higher consciousness of that person, and that higher consciousness is very nearer to source, and everything which is nearer to source hold this love in themselves. So you are connecting with that part of them which is pure love. Yeah, so you are not connecting with a negative aspect of them. You are connecting with a part of them which is all love. Yeah. The second thing is how it works. So when you write this letter and when you put this intention that you want to forgive them or you want to ask for their forgiveness, ask for their forgiveness, what happens is it releases a vibration, a frequency in the atmosphere around us. And if that person is receptive to that energy, they can pick up on that vibration. And when they pick up on that vibration, there is a tweak in their energy, and maybe they will not be conscious about it, but then when that vibration reach to a person, there's some change happens to that person. Now that person can resist it or accept it. If they resist it, then obviously there will be nothing change from their energy. But if they are receptive to it, they are going to receive it, and there will be a change in their perspective as well, and the transmutation will take place from both of your ends. So if you are asking for apology or you want to forgive them, they will pick up on it, and it works for me actually. Mostly with if I have an argument with let's say my parents, and I does not want to go and ask for apology, or I does not want, sometimes they does not want to understand our point of view. So I just write these letters, and I don't know how this works, but I mean, yeah, I just discussed how it works, but then it happens that most of the time they do understand my perspective without me saying anything. So I believe that they pick up on these vibrations, and we have a conciliation, or the situation does get transmuted. So yeah, I mean, most probably it works for me. So yeah, that's how we do shadow work. Firstly, we start with writing our perspective of the situations, and we have put an intention to alchemize it. Then a portal of alchemization opens. We are given the perspective, the lesson, the situation, what this was trying to teach us. Then if we think that you know, we need to ask for apology in the letter, then we write this subsequent letter to the person itself. Or if you can, approach the person and you can talk out with them, then that's the best thing you can do anyway. So yeah, that's how I do shadow work. If you I'm sorry, I wanted to say that if you have any doubt, then please comment down below, and I would try to answer that. So yeah, I hope this video made some sense. So yeah, thank you for being here. Hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning, keep living. Have a wonderful life. Bye.